Oh, yeah, it's happened today, folks. Wait till you see this crowd. We got U.S. Open golf. The golf gurus are on fire. On fire. Speaking of fire, oh, look at this crew. Look at this. I love it. Let's bring it on right now. Welcome to Last Minute Betting with Nutz. I can tell you that for sure. Brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. We've got Mike, we've got Justin, we've got Jabari, we've got Tristan. Tristan from, oh, that's right, Florida. Panthers fan. He's all pumped up and excited about what's happening in the Stanley Cup. Appreciate you joining. By the way, don't forget, OddsJam Partner Program, link below in the description. Don't forget, Tony and I got the picks going on, man. The picks. And guys, you're not going to believe where we're at. When I tell you, you'll go, man, you guys must know. You're right, we do. Because here we are. Oberg, who is, yeah, what a crowd at the countdown desk up there.
Yeah.
The only thing that would make that better is if you were here and you and Jabari could take some jabs at each other since he dissed your Celtics. We know how big of a Celtics fan you are. I got to tell you, U.S. Open here real quick. We've got Oberg. He's in the lead as an outright. We've got Cantlay as a top 20. He's in second place. We've got DeChambeau as an outright in the top 10. He's in fourth place.
I'm having trouble hearing you guys.
We've got McIlroy as an outright and top 10. He's in seventh place. We got Matsuyama in top 20, Hatton top 20. He's in ninth. We got Schauffele as a outright. He is in ninth place. So we're loaded for bear. All right. So here we are, guys. Almost done with these NBA and NHL finals. Oh, woo! He doesn't need to speak to anybody that picked Dallas.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, they're down 3-0. What am I going to say? Oh, yeah, they're going to be first team to come. No, they're getting swept. I agree.
You think they're getting swept, guys?
Oh, yeah.
It's happening tonight. What are they going to do different?
Yeah, I would say so.
Do you think Dallas empties the bench and just, throws caution to the wind?
He has to. He's on the brink of elimination. What else can he do? And it's not like he's been able to try that over these last playoff games. All but 4 people didn't play off the bench last time for Dallas. They had 11 people play. 11 out of 15 people play at least 1 minute. So, I mean, it's not like they're gonna miraculously all turn into Luka, so they just needed a phenomenal shooting night, maybe some 3-pointers. Maybe they have to have one of those games the Heat had where the Heat knocked down 20, 21 3-pointers, one of the home games that they lost. That has to happen, but it hasn't happened for 3 games yet. So,
right. I don't know what to think about I just can't. Man, are we going to have 2 sweeps in the finals?
I think so.
Man, that sucks.
It does. It does. But at this point, when you look at these 2 series, let's just get them over with anyway. I mean, even if Dallas did somehow win tonight, it would almost feel like, why? You know what I mean? Like, let's just get it over with at this point. Let's be done with the season, because they're going to lose the next game. If not, I mean, they're not going to come back and win the series. They're not even going to force a game 7. It's probably going to end tonight, and it should.
All right. Tony, cash that first College World Series pick given out today on Spaces. Tony and I have done Spaces 2 days in a row in the morning, 11 o'clock a.m.
Did Virginia end up winning that game outright, or did they just lose by 1 run? I didn't see the final score there. Did Virginia end up winning, Tony, or did they lose?
I'm not sure.
I'm not either. I know it was 1-1. I think last I remember seeing. But either way, we'll cash the +1.5 for sure. UNC walk off by 1. Okay. So yeah.
So it cashed.
Oh yeah, definitely cashed. Just curious if they ended up winning that game. What do you think? UNC, are they for real, Tony? You think UNC's got a chance to win this thing?
By the way, Tony is really big on college baseball, guys. He thinks, but did you guys know that in the College World Series there are 4 SEC teams and 4 ACC teams. First time that's ever happened.
Is Florida State ACC?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure are.
Yeah.
And welcome, Tristan. If I had a rat, I'd throw it at you right now.
Hey.
Nice. So it looks like Tony's got a futures on North Carolina. Cool.
About sweeps. Think there's going to be 2 sweeps in the next 2 coming days.
Yeah. Well, you're a Jason Tatum hater, and I'm gonna hate on you right now. How dare you?
I'm all here for it.
I got the 2 guys at the bottom here, hating on JT. He ain't done nothing. He hasn't done nothing. You know what? He's a hell of a player, and he's a hell of a guy. And if you don't like him, Tristan, I don't know what to tell you.
When he hooks on my bets, you tend to not like that player.
Well, don't bet him. I got an idea. Don't bet him.
Oh, no, trust me. I learned my lesson.
Jabari, don't you agree?
I mean, hey, sometimes the matchup is there. I agree. But
he's not winning finals MVP, though.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown's got that locked in the bag.
Jaylen Brown, absolutely.
Yeah, so, I mean, let's give Jaylen Brown some love.
Oh, yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts on Scott Foster officiating tonight?
He's going to probably prolong the series. Dallas probably gets close to this tonight. Boston likes to take their foot off the gas. So It feels like one of those type of games, but dude, Boston is just so loaded.
I know. You know what? I just want to point something out. That's not what you said the other day. If they win it all, you're buying jerseys for everybody.
You don't have to worry about buying them jerseys, so he's okay.
You wouldn't take one?
I mean, unless it's a Luka jersey, no, I'm not taking one. He's not going to need to buy them. He's not going to need to buy them.
Oh, you're saying the Celtics aren't going to win?
Really? He's not gonna need to buy them.
Are you serious?
He's not going to need to buy them.
Well, Bob.
Oh, God, I'm cold. Am I cold or what?
Ruthless.
Cold-blooded.
Oh, gosh.
He can have this one. He can have this. And then in the name of friendship and rivalry, he and Tony were right. They can have this one.
Well, thank you, but it didn't matter to me one way or the other. I just wanted to clip that out so I could play it over and over.
You got a bit full of those videos.
Oh, that's I've told Mike if he wants to do that, just learn how to edit the software, and he can do it too. Because
I don't have to do that. We hear you on a daily basis, man. We know what you're about. What you do. We know that you had Illinois losing to Iowa State. We knew that you had the Mavericks. So Bob, you're telling me that Illinois will be matched up with UConn in the Elite Eight, right?
Right. If Illinois wins and UConn wins, they match up.
I'm on the record saying right now Illinois is in the Final Four this year. They will knock off UConn.
There you go. All right.
You were on the record saying that Illinois didn't have a player against Iowa State.
Anything. I'm on the record saying right now that Boston is winning in the NBA. Florida's winning in the NHL.
That video is going to be a nightmare for you, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, you hear what we're talking about there. That was in March, right? And we're in June now, midway through. I mean, we're going to be into March of next year, and he'll still be playing that clip.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep. And I may get one of you sleeping or something like that too, dude. So you better watch out.
Well, that's kind of creepy, man.
Very.
That is like really creepy. Like I don't need you like coming in videoing me or even being near me when I'm sleeping. I don't want you near me.
Yeah, it's almost as creepy as your obsession with Mark Messier.
Yes.
Hey, you know what? That's almost as creepy as your obsession with LeBron James, top 2 or whatever.
Well, yes. Oh, this is Lakers shit. I don't have LeBron James merchandise around, so.
You don't have any LeBron James merchandise?
All I have is I had a jersey of his back when I was in elementary school, but that's hung up somewhere else.
All right, I got a question, and this is in the WNBA. What do you guys think? Do you think the snub from the Olympics, the Olympic team of Caitlin Clark, going to motivate her and wake her up to do really good things in the WNBA? Because let's face it, she struggled a little bit, and but she had a pretty good game the other night, and a game that I did not pick Indiana to win. So, what do you guys think?
I feel like they're getting in her head a lot in the WNBA. That move from college to WNBA, they're definitely getting in her head a lot.
Yeah. I think people, just assumed that she was going to go into the WNBA and dominate. You know, there's some really good players in the WNBA. They all were good college players too. So, I mean, just this thought that she was just going to go in and just run through everybody and destroy everybody. I mean, she's not even on a really good team right now, so that's kind of a problem too. But even besides that, it's tough to come into to the WNBA and just start dominating. I mean, none of these players did that. They all had a little bit of struggles. I think she'll be fine. I think she's a great player. I think she'll settle into her own eventually, and maybe that'll happen at some point in this season. And it looks like she's starting to play better, at least more recently. But I think the fact of the matter is right now she's just not quite ready for this type of basketball yet. And, that's kind of a disrespect to a lot of the other ladies in this league that have been here a long time. And, these past couple of years, I think there's been some good quality basketball in the WNBA. So I think that, it was kind of disrespectful to act like there was oh, she's going to dominate it. Nobody in the WNBA is going to be able to.
A college player is going to dominate the NBA. It's very rare.
I mean, it's just, you're going to have struggles at some point.
Okay,
and you've got.
So the question is, Jabari, is the snub a motivator for her?
It's a motivator for sure, but Sue Bird was on ESPN the other day, and I was watching it a little bit with her, and she had been talking about everybody was saying that she was snubbed for that, but she really wasn't, because they started handpicking these women, 3 years ago. She was not even in the league 3 years ago. So when everybody keeps saying snub, it's not a snub. They started years ago. She just was not there. There was who was the player for Duke? Remember, he came into the league. Wasn't he on one of the USA men's teams?
Christian Leitner,
the great bust. Christian Leitner.
He was on the dream team, man.
Yes. Yeah. And what did he do?
Played on the dream
team. You know what I'm saying? So
gold medal.
I mean, yeah, he got a gold medal for sure. One more than I have for sure. But it wasn't a snub. She just didn't deserve to be there.
I'm gonna tell you right now. You put me on the dream team, I could ride the hell out of that bench.
Clip that. I mean, that's front page material right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never seen somebody so excited about riding the damn bench.
Yes. Give me my gold medal, baby. I mean, you ask me to, however you want me to ride that bench, you want me to sit on a sideway, trust me, I got it.
Yeah, doesn't Jeremy Lin have a ring? Because he was on the bench in Toronto. I mean, exactly.
Yeah,
he might. Yeah,
he does.
I don't remember if he was on the bench or he was hurt and he was still on the roster.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. He did get a ring.
He got a ring. Yeah,
he did get a ring.
Yes, he did. One more than Jason Tatum until tonight.
Yeah, well, come on. Nice try there. One more until tonight. Well, yeah, exactly. He's getting one tonight. We know that.
Patrick McCaw also has more rings than Patrick McCall also has more rings than Jason Tatum because he was on both of those teams. Patrick McCall was on the Golden State KD Warriors team. Then he got moved to Toronto, and he got a ring there from Kawhi. So he has 2 rings.
So, hey, Christian Laettner, you remember what he's famous for, don't you?
Being a bust.
No. The famous Duke Kentucky game, the shot, the inbounds pass from Hurley. One dribble, turn around, bam.
That still doesn't eclipse him being absolute garbage in the NBA. He was one of the. He is the highest drafted bust ever in any sport. That is what he's most famous for.
Yeah.
Yep. He was a bust. I mean, he's up there with the Ryan Leafs and Jamarcus Russell. Yeah, he's up there with he was a bust.
They say he was gonna come out. He was the next version of Larry Bird. He had a total package came out there. It's just grown women, grown men and grown women. And back to the Caitlin Card subject. Yes, it's grown women. She was not snubbed. Those girls are just flat out better than her. Okay, it's that simple. People like she doesn't compare to people like Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson had like 7 straight games, almost 30 points. So
she's unbelievable. I love her.
Those are all around players. So I don't consider it a snub. You just didn't deserve to be there yet. But if you get there in your career, of course you deserve to be there.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Let's get to hockey because it's something that Tristan wants to talk about. He's so excited. He's down there in Florida and he's all pumped up and he's DMing me, go Cats, and like I really give it.
You're salty the Blues aren't in it.
I'm pissed off. You got ex-Blues in it.
I was getting ready to say you should be loving the Panthers.
And you got a St. Louis boy in Kachuk. And
you got Tarasenko.
I know.
He did score a goal last night too.
Yeah,
Tarasenko is finally starting to show up when it matters the most.
Vladdy is he learned a lot winning that cup in St. Louis. He's still a good player and he's a good leader. But Mikola's the guy that has blown me away. You guys got a steal in him.
He's a big dude. Let me tell you, seeing him like up close, like against all these other guys on Oilers, like he looks like a giant compared to them.
I know.
Connor McDavid standing side by side, he looks short to him.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. So you're and Bobrovsky, Bob.
You can't say anything about him. He's just
when you got a goalie named Bob. I mean, what the hell?
They need to change his name to Bob Robski because he has just been flat out robbing everything that Edmonton threw. I mean, they did score finally cracking a little bit last night and made it, but come on, this whole series, he's just been robbing them left and right,
It did break a sweat there a little bit at the end, just a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I did start to think that maybe Edmonton could get that thing tied up, but
this Pat says Bob is he's not human. That's all I gotta say. He's not human.
He might not be.
He might not be.
He might not be. No, we really don't know.
You might be right. Justin, you got to get in here. What do you got for me tonight? You got it? Are you on any Nerfies? Or have the Nerfies been tough lately?
They have been tough, to be honest with you, and that's why I haven't really been dabbling into many Nerfies as of late because of that, and also it didn't really like too many today. But I like the Reds versus the Brewers, the Nerfie in that one.
Peralta's pitching, and who's going for the Reds?
Green.
Okay, yeah, that's
Green, a solid one.
All right,
the Reds have screwed me before.
Yeah,
Reds Cleveland one.
But it's at Milwaukee.
Hey, I gotta ask you something, Bob. Since we're talking about the Reds, my dad, he's a baseball fan and a baseball pool, whatnot. He told me the other day he thinks Andrew Abbott is an average at best pitcher. What do you think about that?
I'd agree.
You think he's really?
I could say that I would agree with him.
He doesn't have lights out stuff either, so he's like.
Because I always took him as a pretty decent pitcher, strikeout artist and rocket arm and everything. And so
I like Hunter Green in terms of strikeout pitchers. I definitely think Hunter Green. 84 strikeouts this year for Green already. Abbott's got 57. I think Hunter Green's their big strikeout pitcher for sure, and he throws straight gas. And yeah, Abbott has been pretty average. I have to agree with Pops on that one, Justin, because his record is 5-5. His ERA is above 3. Yeah, he's about at average at best.
Only thing I can say, guys, is the Cardinals won today. They beat the Cubs, and they're back to 500. They're on their way. And by the way, I want to point something out to you, Mike, on the side here. You were given, Kyle Gibson. Why have they get Lance Lynn? Who cares?
Lance Lynn. Who does care?
Kyle Gibson's he's pitched good.
I'd say he's better than Abbott.
He's going to give you innings. Okay, that's what you're going to eat up innings. But
he's going to give up home runs too.
Kyle Gibson has been really, really good.
Yeah, he has been.
And you know what? I know you're on Michaelis's ass, but his last 4 starts, buddy, he's getting it together. You better watch out, Milwaukee. We're coming after your ass. All right.
Every time the Cardinals crack being 500, this starts, and then 3 days from now, I'm serious. And then 3 days from now, they're going to be 34-37, and then they're going to win a game, lose, win, lose, and then they're going to finally in another week or two, they're going to be 500 again. He's going to be like, look out.
Yeah, I remember.
It's like Groundhog Day, man. Every time.
Yeah, I remember when Bob was saying it was breaking news when the Cardinals signed Brandon Crawford.
Yeah, I remember that, Justin. And we got absolutely destroyed by our. He acted like how long
he's at Seattle right now, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Crawford.
Yeah,
I don't know actually.
Crawford's on the Cardinals, guys.
Yeah, he's still on the Cardinals.
He's still there.
Yeah, but he's probably either hurt or they don't have any reason to play him because that's exactly what he is.
Whoa. Why would you want to play him over Mason Wynn?
Well, exactly. Why'd you sign him to begin with? That was our point. That was our point exactly, and you ripped us.
Because Wynn is a rookie, and they didn't know he was going to be able to handle the job completely yet. Now they're finding
trust.
The Cardinals like to collect old veteran guys, Matt Carpenter, Brandon Crawford. If you're 38 plus, the Cardinals they want you. They want to collect them, man. That's what they do, man.
Bob's got a contract somewhere back there.
I got a shot. I could be the ball boy, maybe.
No, they'll put you in the field. They'll put you out in the field, buddy.
They don't want me in the field. I have a heart attack, and then they'll have a lawsuit on their hands and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, they saw your success at St. Louis High School playing
baseball
or whatever.
Yeah. I was Corey League baseball. Hey, I could knock the crap out of the ball when I was young. All right, let's get off of that subject. Let's move on as to what else has happened here. No real NFL news, but I got to ask you guys. I got to ask you guys a question. Now Jabari and I did the show the week before last and talked about UFL, and this has nothing to do with the Battlehawks, Mike, but the UFL championship is this week in St. Louis. Do you think that the support that St. Louis gave the Battlehawks, do you think they're going to come out and support this championship? Because I think this is a really important day for the UFL going forward. Okay, it's if they're going to have a league to continue on, I think that they need to make an impact, and that means over 30,000 in the stadium.
Well, yeah, I think there's no doubt they'll come out and watch. I don't. There's nothing else to do in St. Louis. Maybe go to a Cardinal game. But I mean,
bowling.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, you could do that, and you could do that in your any little old town. I mean,
Louis has got the Bowling Hall of Fame. Are you kidding me?
Oh wow!
Who cares about bowling?
Yeah, no kidding.
My thoughts exactly.
Yeah. I mean, they will probably show up. They have there is nothing else to do in St. Louis. You could go to a Cardinal game, but I forgot they're on the rise right now. So maybe
they're on the road too. They're in Chicago.
Well, either way, there's nothing to do in St. Louis. Their baseball team's average.
At best.
I won't call them garbage like I did a while back because they've made it out of the trash can at least.
They're garbage.
Yeah, okay, they're garbage.
They're tied for 500, so
yes, they may not.
Respectable.
Let's say it like this: they may not be in the trash can right now, but they're still a piece of garbage. That's good. You're gonna throw it away.
They're on top of the pile of trash.
Yeah. They fell off, and you're gonna eventually pick it up and put it back in. That's
it's respectable though. 34-34. Not horrible. There's teams worse like the Marlins that are a failed franchise. So,
yes, the Marlins are definitely a disappointment. I mean, remember they were a playoff team last year. They're definitely bad right now, but
horrible.
I mean, the National League's just bad right now.
I was about to say if they're in the American League, that you would not be saying that because they would definitely be in like 9th or 10th.
Yeah.
So
Dodgers struggling too.
I wouldn't say struggling. They're just on a sag.
Yeah. I mean,
kind of weird, haven't they?
They have lost 2 in a row, 3 out of the last 4. But
Justin, what were you saying?
Well, I was just saying they've been really weird. The Dodgers, like why do
Ohtani hasn't been it right as of late.
The whole team hasn't been it.
I feel like Ohtani on this team has made them slightly worse for some reason.
I feel like they have too much talent and they don't know how to put it together. I feel like now it's a coaching issue because now you have a couple players you can really put anywhere. You don't pitch Ohtani. You go grab Glasnow, right? Glasnow in some of his games gives up a couple runs early. Sure, he's coming out probably averaging about 4 or 5 Ks a game, but their bullpen is great. Their lineup is great. It's just some of these games they're getting out coached.
Yeah,
and
especially in this Rangers series, you could see it. Like Rangers just they have more experience. They've been there before. They know how it works.
Well, you couldn't tell that by the record.
The Rangers are definitely
trash.
Yeah,
Rangers
they
have
hurt,
definitely
though?
been struggling.
they're missing a couple of pieces, I thought.
Seager was out yesterday, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but they've had most of their guys, consistently enough. I think the Rangers are, unfortunately, I'll tell you the team to look out for. I know we definitely are gonna. The Yankees are but the Orioles. I mean, the Orioles, got that taste of the postseason last year. Which, speaking of which, huge series against the Phillies. That's going to be fun. Phillies, Orioles. We got a 3-game series there, and then after that, the Orioles play the Yankees. Baltimore is the team in the American League that I think has a chance to really do some damage.
Let me tell you, they have depth throughout their whole lineup. Mountcastle, Henderson, Santander. They got depth. They're definitely a scary team to look out for. Rutschman.
Yeah. O'Hearn, they've got and they're pitching. They're pitching.
Westberg, all of them are.
Ask Jabbar why I am right when I say Celtics win tonight, because it's my belief that Jason Tatum, Jrue Holiday want to end this so they can get ready for the Olympics. And it's Bob, not
Ron.
Who the hell's Ron?
Daryl. Yeah, no.
I mean, that's a valid point. I mean, to be honest, I don't even think it's necessarily about the Olympics game anymore. I think we can just say the Celtics are just head and shoulders above anybody else in the league. I did not believe that the West best team, whoever we sent to the finals, would get beat this bad. Whoever went. I still firmly believe that the West had a shot. We all knew at the beginning of the season, especially when they started to separate, that the East was no contest. We knew undeniably Boston was going to have an easy road to the chip. They only lost 2 games in the playoffs. Both of them were at home. They didn't lose a single game on the road. They won 12 games. So it's kind of like, you know, it really at this point ain't even about the Olympics for them. It's really just getting in and getting out.
If they win tonight, their season record, including the playoffs, is 80-20.
Which is crazy. The only team comparable to them in my recent memory has been the KD Warriors team. That team was head and shoulders above everybody else every year that they came, and the year that they went 73-9. That team was also head and shoulders above. This Boston team is top 5 in recent memory for me as far as that.
I do think that the Mavericks and Luka, I should say, he I'm going to say Justin's going to get that.
I know what you're going to say, Bob.
He whines almost as much as LeBron.
He flops too much.
Oh, he flops.
He just complains too much.
Just like LeBron flops too. I mean, you can't be that big and flop all the time. I'm sorry. There's no reason to.
Like that blown call against Luka that gave him that 6th foul. I'm sure if he wasn't complaining all the time, they maybe would have, slightly went that way. But
they challenged it and went back and looked at it. There was no way you were overturning that call. But he cries like LeBron. LeBron cries all the time. It does you no good.
I'll say this.
LeBron's got 4 rings.
LeBron's been mugged a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say LeBron has a reason to cry. Because Bron is so big, they know they can put a body on Bron and have guys on the TV and on my phone while playing this.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
How you doing? Hi, Mom.
I will say that LeBron, because he's so big, and Luka's also 6'8", he's very big as well, and he's pretty stocky. Sure. Well, kind of chubby, I would say. Because they're so big, people are going to put their body on them. Because with players like that, it's almost like a boxing mentality. The power shot might not kill you, but a round full of jabs is gonna hurt you. It's gonna start to add up. You're gonna feel it after some time. So it's the same thing with Bron. There were some games, even when Bron was in peak form, that's how the Spurs really started wearing them down. They weren't trying to shut Bron down. They were putting a body on him, and Pop knew that. And that you were able to slow Bron down a little bit. You're not going to stop him. He's just too big, and Bron was peak form at that point.
Right.
But now it's a lot different because Bron is almost 10 years older than that Miami body. So he can't really do all that banging like he really wants to anymore. It's going to add up. Luka's young. He just complains too damn much. It's completely different in my opinion. It's just way different.
He had stopped, it seemed, at least heading into the finals. It kind of seemed like he was starting to understand, hey, I just need to shut up and go play basketball. Yeah. But during these finals, he's gone back to that Luka and just been complaining about every little thing. It's not helping.
Brandon, his name's Daryl, not Darnell.
Everybody's getting their names wrong today.
I know.
You know what? Typing sometimes, we ought to see some of the text Bob sends. My goodness.
I believe it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the only thing I will give Luka credit, though, for is, I understand why he was complaining, though, about those foul calls. It is the playoffs. They usually let them play a little harder. So I understand where he's like, well, like, really? You couldn't let like one of those slide like you do for every NBA Finals.
Yeah,
that I understand. But the rest of him complaining and moaning, I'm with you guys on that.
All right, I gotta get
Foster tonight, so
I gotta get
he's gonna be getting a call.
Daryl likes the Brahmas to upset the Stallions. He likes the Alouettes in the CFL.
Okay.
Likes the Red Sox to win tonight. And you know what? I think I'm on that too. And you forgot the Red Sox Yankees series, guys. And tomorrow,
Yankees is delayed, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a rain delay.
Victory wave this weekend. All right. You got it. Who's going to win the U.S. Open is the question, because that's important stuff here, guys. And
Pretty important. Yeah.
On that. I don't go dipping in the wrong turf.
All right. So Oberg still is in the lead. He's through 15. Cantlay's through 15 too. Pavon's through 13. He's -5. So it's going to be an interesting, great weekend. Mike, are we going to look at any plays, or are we just going to bail out?
No, we can go to the EV page here. I was actually looking right now anyway. Let me
Question
some of
though.
my
Celtics, everyone's in agreement. Celtics money line.
I mean, I think so. Yeah. I think
You're
so.
about off the page, bro.
Huh?
Tristan,
He got his mouth covered.
Oh, there he is.
There you
There you
go.
are.
Let's see.
All right, let's see what's out here right now. These are all on 1x bet right now. Al Horford over 7.5 rebounds at +115. Definitely some value on that one. Man, Gafford over 4.5 rebounds. I mean, as long as he plays enough, it's hard to say with Dallas who they're going to roll with. Lively had the big game last time, right? So a double-double for him coming off the bench. I will go with this, though. That is pretty decent value. And
That must have been Justin.
Yeah, sorry, my computer's dinging.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good, bro.
how about Derek White over 15.5 points?
There you go.
We like that?
one.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I'm going to roll with it. I think it's going to be close. He's
Is there any-
definitely going to be right around that number.
Is there any sharp action on it?
What's that?
Or is there any sharp action on it, like Pinnacle or? Because usually I use that. Okay.
I mean, it looks like a lot of these
You're looking towards
global
the over
books haven't heavily juiced.
Hey, these guys out here in the chat, let me get to a couple things here. Brandon wants to know if we got any future bets on any sport. I've got one I'm going to throw at you right now. I've already bet the Yankees.
To what? Go to the World Series or win?
To win it all.
Win it. You're kidding.
That's tough.
No, I'm not kidding.
One.
I have a future bet on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Derek Lively over 8.5 points. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? I like this. Yeah, Bob, I don't hate the Yankees for a future play winning the World Series.
They're known to choke. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, you know what?
But if we're being honest with ourselves,
how many championships they got there, big guy?
Oh, I'm not denying that. I'm just saying they're known to.
it's been a while. Yeah, Bob's got you know how them old guys are. Well, back in the 1920s, well, yeah. Of course, sure, yeah.
All right, here we go. Daryl has, and he's right. He did give us this. He's got the Minnesota Lynx to win the WNBA. That is huge.
Oh,
that's a
really
big one. And he likes the Florida State Seminoles to advance to the College World Series in Omaha if they get by Tennessee. That's going to be tough.
Okay, I'll give you the Lynx to win the WNBA championship. I'll give you the AFC South winner, the Texans, to win the AFC South next year. And then you can also take the New York Jets as the AFC East winner over Buffalo, Miami, and New England.
Woo! Oh, you know who likes that? That guy up there in the right-hand corner. Here, you know what? This guy right here. Look at him. That excites him.
Yeah. That is bold, I will admit, but I understand where you're coming from, though, with Buffalo losing Stephon Diggs, and I guess really their only competition is Miami, but it's got some risk, but it's got some upside. So, yeah, I like it.
I mean, look, we've seen can't really trust fully in Miami. The talent's there, we know that, but we can't fully trust in Tua. I just don't fully trust Miami.
Well, he throws with the wrong hand.
Well, yeah.
That was such an old school thing to say.
Yeah.
Back in my day, we all only used the right hand.
Yeah. Plus 700, he's got UNC. Tony's got a future on UNC.
God, somebody's blowing Justin up.
And Justin's getting blown up over there, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's all right, man. It's all right.
No, I muted your ass now.
You got Stephen A. Smith calling him.
Don't hate the player, hate the game, right? Shoot, we're cool with it, Justin.
He likes the Panthers to shock the world and win more than 7.5 games this season.
Okay.
It's a tough task there.
So back to the UFL real quick, guys. Do you think that this is going to be the NFL's minor league? I mean, there are already some guys that are getting tryouts with NFL teams. There's already guys probably going to get some contracts out there. Okay. You're shaking your head no, Justin. Why?
Yeah, because how many times has that happened but then not worked out? I mean, the XFL was obviously the XFL had its own separate issues, timing issues, or
right,
bad leadership, whatever the hell it was. But if it happens, great. But until I see it, I'm not going to believe it.
Okay. Any of you guys into Canadian football?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I've never watched a full game.
Okay. Justin, you're in Canada.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to say I'm the only Canadian here, but
yeah. But I don't think Justin messes with CFL heavy.
No, it doesn't really do it for me, to be honest. I don't know. It's weird. It's like, you got 20 extra yards on the field. The goalpost is in front of the end zone, and
well, that's the way it used to be in the NFL.
Days,
buddy. I know.
Bob loves that. He remembers.
I used to watch games like that.
Yeah,
sure I did.
Yeah,
I was a kid. Yeah.
No.
Sometimes
he was 25.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. You got to pick on an old man because I picked on a lefty.
No, it's more so for that video.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah. Are you serious?
It's coming, guys. Here we go.
That video got you all. Yeah. Does it really have you that? If they win it all, you're buying jerseys for everybody?
You don't have to worry about buying them jerseys, so he's okay.
You wouldn't take one?
I mean, unless it's a Luka jersey, no, I'm not taking one. He's not going to need to buy them. He's not going to need to buy them.
Oh, you're saying the Celtics aren't going to win? Really?
Need to buy them.
Are you serious?
He's not going to need to buy them.
If they win it all, you're.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. I had to get my lick in before it got in.
Unreal. Unreal.
I love
it's all in good fun.
Yeah,
it is. But I just feel like it's probably time to get a nice collab video of Bob and all his bad beats and predictions.
You guys go right ahead and do that. Figure out when you can.
Oh, absolutely.
Together.
Oh, I will most
You're
definitely.
You're not going to do shit. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here.
I can recall one gotcha moment with me and Bob, but that's about it. And then one he got me.
And it's not very often that
I can recall two right off the bat. Recently, the Thunder, the Avalanche,
the
Thunder and Avalanche.
The Panthers suck.
Let's go. Hey guys, it's a great show. Great weekend ahead of us. Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Have a great weekend. See ya.